Hi, everybody. How was your day? How's everybody doing out there? I'm feeling a little bit better today. Thank you all. If anybody prayed for me, I'm sorry. You might hear my dog. Stop it. Knock it off. Knock it off. You might hear my dog over there cutting up, acting a food. And if you do, let me apologize to you. But today, one of the things I wanted to start doing is being more grateful. You think I'm playing, but I'm not. You better knock it off now. You better stop it. You've already eaten. You've already had some exercise. You've already went out. So calm down, okay? Relax. I'll be there in a minute. My dogs, my service dogs, I have two. I have a Labrador and I have a Chihuahua. I live alone in a small apartment, so they don't really like it if I take any attention away from them, which they will be fine. But before I start recording, I put them in a cage so they're not happy. Not knock it off, knock it off. Okay, you're not going to get a snack. Calm down, calm down. They're doing too much. But anyways, what I was saying before I was interrupted by my babies is that I want to start taking time out to be more thankful. Uh, and if you like me, I've been through a lot: breast cancer, everything, 8 surgeries, leukemia, everything. And my family abandoned me. I know you've already heard that, but I'm just saying, so I don't want to minimize if you're like me, if you've been through something. I know you're like, Michael, you don't know nothing. You don't know absolutely nothing. I'm sorry if you've been through a lot, but all I want to say is I want to start being more grateful. So I came to you to talk to you about perhaps getting a gratitude journal. Um, about 4 or 5 months ago, I started going to grief counseling because I have breast cancer. And well, I should say I overcame breast cancer. Thank you, Jesus. That's a whole lot to be thankful for right there because my breast cancer is in remission. Thank you, Jesus. So I wanted to come on here to talk to you about perhaps you getting a grief. Oh, I'm sorry, a gratitude journal. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm human. Forgive me. So, anyways, like I said, to get a gratitude journal, to just write down any little small things that you're thankful for. Um, you, you doing the most. You really, really, really are pushing my buttons. Knock it off. Knock it off. Knock it off. You're doing the most. I'm gonna give you something to whine about if you don't stop. Knock it off, okay? Knock it off. As soon as I get on the phone, start talking to anybody that takes 1 second attention away from my Labrador, she'll start. You can hear her in the background. Even if I go take a shower, she starts going crazy. I put her in the cage for 20 minutes while I go take a shower. When I get out the shower, I let her back out, and she still goes crazy. So I don't know. Perhaps she's gonna need some grief counseling too. I don't know, but I got her from the shelter about 2 years ago. And she has a problem with, like, if you separate, I guess it's called separation anxiety or something. So I think that's why whoever had her took her back to the shelter because you cannot take more than 2 minutes away from her. As soon as she can't see me or if I'm giving my attention to anything else, she goes crazy. But, anyways, okay, so enough about that. Let's speak again, hopefully without getting interrupted, about this gratitude journal. Um, if you have anything at all to write down just to be thankful for, anything, I don't care how small it is. It could have been that you made it to work on time this week and the car started. It could have been, you know what, instead of having 6 candy bars, hell, you had two. I don't know. Anything that you are grateful for, write it down. So when you're feeling low, like I've been feeling for the last 2 days, you can look back through there and you can be like, hey, you know what? I still have a lot to be grateful for. Yeah, I had a rough day. Hell, I'm human. We all gonna have a rough day from time to time. But you know what? You keep going. And you know why you keep going? Because you're worth it. You deserve to have a good day. You know what I mean? And don't feel bad. If you have one or two bad days like I did, don't beat yourself over. You're human. We humans, we have emotions. We have feelings. We're not perfect. And you have to just realize that and understand that, work with what you got. So anything that you are grateful for, a journal. It can be a little spiral notebook. I was looking around to see if I could see uh, my journal right now, but I don't. I cleaned up the house a few minutes ago, so I put everything up. But I do have a little journal somewhere, and you can just use a spiral notebook. You don't even have to go out to buy a different type of notebook because that's all it is. Is a gratitude journal on the front of it. You can even stick it on there where it says gratitude journal. Or you can be fancy, go out and buy a beautiful one with a bunch of flowers, balloons, or whatever hell you like on the front of there, okay? So, but anyways, like I said, I came on here to talk about being grateful. And I have a lot to be grateful for. I had a few days where I was really sad, but then you know what? I thought back. I was like, you know what? This time last year, I was in the hospital with an IV. Had I think 60 something staples in my chest because they had to open me back up. My incisions and all that with the breast cancer got infected. I mean, it was a hot mess. I was laying in the bed completely alone. So I'm just thankful that I am home in my apartment. Yes, my apartment is small, but it's okay. Yes, I am here alone. I have my two babies with me, my Chihuahua and my Labrador. But you know what? I am blessed. I am really, 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 really blessed. And when I think back about all the pain and all the tears over the breast cancer diagnosis and my family leaving me, just all that, I think back about that, I'm just like, well, now we got all that out of the way. Now we can get down to business. Starting my business online. So, anyways, just be thankful for whatever. I don't care. Maybe you cooked dinner today and you didn't burn the dinner like I used to. Okay. I wasn't a good cook. It took me many, many years, to say over the last 3 years, actually, to say, hey, I'm going to start cooking me a good meal. And so my cooking has improved a little bit. So pat myself on the back for that one. Thank you, Jesus. So, anyways, like I said, just be thankful for whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. All right. Well, I love you. Stay blessed. And I'll talk to you in a little bit. Okay. Bye.